Hey everyone, Simone here. Coming in, come on in, share the live, let everybody know that we're here. We're here for not a very good reason. We received word, my family received word last evening that Mr. Huron Vidal out there in Dominica is currently missing. So the last we heard, he was seen yesterday morning, and today
Yes.
we are joined by his daughter, Shema Vidal, and this kind of hits very close to home for us because one of his daughters, Brianna Vidal, is actually my cousin. So, we are all extended family in Dominica. We are all, related some way, somehow. Dominica is a very small country. So today
Yeah.
we have Miss Shema Vidal with us today to just kind of tell us what she knows, what the family knows, and we really need your help because you may think that you don't know anything. You personally have not seen him, but by simply sharing the video, sharing the message that he's missing, somebody out there could have seen something. Somebody out there may know something, and they will be able to reach out to the family and help with the search for Mr. Huron Vidal. So we need to bring him home. We need to bring him back to his family, and we need to have this resolved quickly because I think for many of us, the greatest misfortune we can experience in our family is simply not knowing where a family member is, not
Yeah.
knowing if they're in danger, not knowing if they're safe, not knowing their condition. So we're really happy to have Shoma with us this evening, and we encourage everyone to share the live, get this message out there because time is not on our side. So Shoma, kind of introduce yourself and just kind of tell us when was the last time, when was the last place Mr. Vidal was seen.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for the opportunity. As you said, my name is Shema Vidal, and my dad, Huron Vidal, went missing yesterday. Actually, he went to do some fishing because it's something that he does, on a regular basis. He's from the village of Biosh, and he took one of his small boats with an engine to go and do some fishing yesterday. From my siblings, they told me that one of my brothers actually pushed him out at sea, and some young boys that were bathing in the sea also said that they saw him take a southerly direction. Um, the engine that he had on the boat apparently is a new engine, but it's not new. It was newly bought, but it's a used engine, and it may have been giving him some problems. But since that morning that he went out, we haven't seen him. We haven't heard from him. We alerted the officials. We alerted the Coast Guard of Dominica, and they were out yesterday trying to locate him. We heard nothing. We didn't get any positive feedback last night. We came down again at the village. We sent some local fishermen out. We had about 3-4 boats go out. That's in addition to the Coast Guard. The Dominica Coast Guard also contacted the French Coast Guard, and they also sent their boats and a plane as well. They told us that they sent a plane, and I believe that they're still in the process of trying to locate him. We haven't had any word yet, not a sign of the boat, a sign of his clothes. But I understand that he left yesterday with a blue top and brown shorts with a khaki hat. He's accustomed to the sea. He loves fishing. As a matter of fact, he used to be in Coast Guard in Bermuda, where he worked for a very long time as a police officer. So I mean, the sea is no stranger to him. But he's of age. I mean, he's around 73, and he has some health issues. I mean, it's not chronic, but I mean, at that age, you have high blood pressure and all these things. So, we are concerned about all that as well. So we are hoping that, anybody that is out there on the sea, between Dominica, Martinique, anywhere actually. If they can look for him, you can call us. You can call us on my number 615-1008. You can call 277-9066. You can call 225-5599. You can call 275-5177, all area code 767. So please, we're asking if anybody has any information, any fisherman out there, any ferry that's going out, you know, we really want to find out that. Honestly,
Yes,
you know, the
yes,
family
and
is really,
I can only
really frustrated
imagine
right
what,
now.
yeah, I can only imagine what your family is going through because you said a plane has gone out to look for him, and as well as boats have
Yeah,
gone on to look for him, and there is no
that's right.
sign.
Yeah.
Now, how
No,
far, do you know how far they traversed the area? Was it between Dominica, Martinique, and Guadeloupe? Do you
yeah,
know
I
how
think it's
far?
between Dominic and Martinique. Yeah, I think it's the Martinique officials that were called, Coast Guard that was called. So between Dominic and Martinique that they have been searching
Right,
and
right.
nothing.
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, we are on the search for Mr. Huron Vidal, who has been missing from the Bioche area of Dominica. And we're encouraging everyone to spread this message because you simply do not know where he could be and what someone else could have seen. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to post all the phone numbers to this message, to this
Yes,
Facebook
please.
Live, so that if anyone has seen anything, if anyone knows anything, you can reach out to the family. Now, Shuma, just tell me, did he have his cell phone? Did he leave with his cell phone? Have you guys tried to reach his cell phone?
Yes, he did leave with his cell phone. Unfortunately, we have been trying to call a number, but it goes straight to voicemail. So it appears that he's out of reach.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so we really haven't. And then even when he left yesterday, I mean, he was not able to call anyone to let them know where he was. So since 8 o'clock yesterday, he has been out and they have been
Yeah, let's
no
give her a
communication.
minute. Yeah, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
now,
was saying that he took his cell phone with him, but we are not able to reach him.
mhm.
Whenever we call him, it goes straight to voicemail.
Wow. That must be
Yeah.
devastating for you guys. Now, is it like him to usually go out fishing at that time of the day by
Yes,
himself?
yes. I mean, yeah, it's a hobby for him. He does that, but the thing is that he do not really wander very far. He usually just go off the shore of Bioche to do his fishing. And I mean, it's a small boat. The boat is just about 8 by 3. It's a small boat. It's orange on the outside, just to give an indication
Yes,
of
please do a
the boat.
description of the boat. Yes.
Yeah, it's orange with white stripe on the edge. Yeah, and the deep yellow inside.
Mhm. So
So on
orange on
orange,
the
the both about
outside.
8 by 3. Yeah, orange on the outside, deep yellow on the inside.
Yeah, so we're encouraging everyone. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's orangish yellowish.
Mhm.
Yes, that type of color.
Yes, yes. So what other avenues are you guys looking into at this point? Because I can imagine the wait must be excruciating.
Yeah, the weight is very excruciating. As a matter of fact, this morning we came, we rallied some fishermen from the area to go out and look for them. Actually, we did about four local fishermen. They went out about 20, 30 miles, I would say. 3 of them came in. We're still waiting for one to come in, but nothing as yet.
Yeah, and you said when he left, he was heading south towards the island. So kind of tell us
Yes,
which villages are along that path so that people in those particular areas, maybe the boat crashed onto the shore and he's somewhere in one of those villages. So kind of just tell us the villages that people should
yeah.
really be looking out for him.
Okay, so from Bioche, you would have gone to Coliho, Kulibistri, St. Joseph, Taru, Mero, Maho, Massa, Kenfield, Roseau, Soufriere, Scott's Head. Right, so
Okay.
from Bioche all the way down to Scott's Head.
Right, right. And what I'm
But
doing
most
right now,
likely,
I'm
most
actually
likely,
entering the phone numbers. Go
right.
ahead.
Yeah, I was saying most likely he would have gone down to call you because he does his fishing in Collioure. So
Right.
most likely he would have gone down to Collioure to do his fishing. Yeah, so I was saying that they could contact us on 767
Mm-hmm.
615 1008, 767 277 9066, right?
Mm-hmm.
767 225 5599 and 767-275-5177. So these are all his children. So anybody, if any information, if they could contact us and let us know, we would really appreciate it.
Yes, hold on. Let me just put please contact, and I'm gonna pin this post to this Facebook Live so that people can call. Please call. Now you mentioned he has some health problems. What are some of the problems that he's experiencing in terms of his health?
Yeah, he suffers from high blood pressure. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay,
High
and
blood
is he
pressure.
on
So he's on
medication?
medication for high blood pressure. Yeah, he's on medication for high blood pressure. Yeah.
Right, right.
And
And has
that's
have
about.
the have the police interviewed the young man in the water and the person who pushed him out into the sea?
Actually, no. We got an interview actually from the French Coast Guard. They asked us a few information about what he would have been rearing and what time he left and the color of the boats and so on. So that's the only interview that we had so far.
Right, and I mean that is so concerning for him to just have left yesterday morning, and then there's
Yeah,
just no sign. There's no sign of him.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is
Very
the family experiencing at this point?
well. Everybody's kind of depressed. Everybody is really just hoping for the best. Actually, we just praying and just hoping for the best. What comforts us is that because he's familiar with the sea, that's our only
Yes.
comfort.
Yes.
He's familiar with the sea. He knows how to maneuver boats. He knows how to maneuver himself. He's trained in that field.
Right.
But as I said, we kind of concerned because of his health condition. We can and he's of age, so
Right.
that's our main concern. But we're still hoping. We're still praying for favorable news.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because he left at 8, and then when did you guys realize that it was a problem? I mean, how many hours had gone by before the family realized, well, he's actually missing?
Yeah, so one of my brothers, who's familiar with his whenever he goes out to fish, he said when he saw that it was 3 in the afternoon, he found it strange that he did not, return. So then he alerted some of the men in the area, and then he said he went along the shoreline, where the boat could have gone in like in a cave or so to see if he probably was fishing anywhere around there, but he didn't see anything. So from 4, 6, we alerted the officials. So from that time, I think Coast Guard went out from 7 last night,
Mm-hmm.
looking for him, and then locals also went out on their boats in the evening um,
Right, right.
last night.
Yeah, and of course, we have many people on Facebook who are very concerned and very interested in
I appreciate that. Yeah.
what your family is going through and are very supportive. And for example, Anthony Simon is asking, what was the weather conditions when he left the area?
Um, the weather condition wasn't so bad, although I mean you never know with the current, so it can it was changing, but there wasn't any bad condition. Today we had nice bright sunshine, so we're really hoping for the best.
Mm-hmm.
But the weather wasn't so bad really.
Right. So the ocean wasn't choppy or anything.
No, no.
Right, right. And I'm really happy to hear that there was a air search for him as well, and that was done in very quick time because time is of the essence.
Yes, yes, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Wow, that is just incredible. And then I'm just thinking that if they haven't seen him in the ocean, maybe he has to be somewhere on the land. I mean, are you sure he
Well,
didn't somehow come
we
back?
we put out a notice. So
I think she froze for a minute. Let's give her a minute to come back. Yeah, so everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We're very concerned that Mr. Huron Vidal. Go ahead, Shoma. You froze for a minute. Yes.
Yes, so I was saying that basically we are not ruling out anything. So as much as possible, anybody that has any information whatsoever, he's not that kind of person to be in right mind not to contact his family for sure. That I can say. But if anybody, see him and he may be in some form of distress, his name is Huron Vidal. He's about 5'7", 5'8", 5 feet 8 inches tall. He's clear skin. He's 73 years. He has a clean cut, light brown eyes. He's from. So anybody that has any information.
Describe what he was wearing again.
Yes, so he had a light blue t-shirt, and a short brown, like khaki pants, and then he had this khaki hat on his head as well.
Yes,
and his glasses.
And he wears glasses as well. Yes, and there's a lot of concern on the Facebook Live. We have Vincent Warrington who's asking, did he have enough water, food, a cell phone? I pray he is found safe listening from California. Thank you, Vincent. So do you know?
Yes, actually, when he was going out, actually, one of my brothers said that he had a jerry can that was empty, and he told him that he should fill the jerry can with some water, and he went out to fill up the jerry can for him. So he didn't carry a lot of food. I think he only carried a sandwich with him because, as I said, he didn't intend to stay that long. He usually does his fishing just a little off the shore. So just a little sandwich he had some water, he had all his fishing gears, some coffee. So he didn't have much food, but
and you said it's not like him to not be in touch with his family.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Wow. Our heart goes out to you. Let's just take some more of the comments to see if anybody have any ideas, recommendations, suggestions, because it sounds like you guys have already exhausted a lot of resources.
That's right. We have.
So we're just trying to wonder what else can be done to try to locate him, because people don't just evaporate. He's somewhere.
That's right. Yeah. But then we're hoping for the best.
Wow.
We're hoping for the best that someone will be able to locate him, some ferry, some boat, some yacht, the Coast Guard, obviously, something.
Right.
Something to give us some hope.
I know. Okay, Hardly Fit says, whoa, my grand uncle. I'm sorry to hear that, Hardly. We have to continue praying and being strong. Dave Bertrand, good evening, Dr. Simone. I'm Ingrid. Sorry to hear about your father. God is good. I pray that he will be found safe and sound. Our prayers are with you and your family. Hold strong. God is in control. So, lots of support coming out. And guys, just please share, because you never know who this message can reach, and maybe they've seen him. The boat again is an orange colored boat with white stripes. So I think that is actually a good thing, because it can be easily seen, because it was a bright colored boat.
Bright color, yeah. So, but as I said, 8x3, it's a small boat.
Right. And is there anywhere else in Dominica he normally frequents that he could be, and then he just doesn't have cell phone service? I'm just trying to grab at any straw possible to give hope.
I know. We have to look at all options. Not really see. I mean, he usually hangs out in Portsmouth. So between Portsmouth and Collier, that's really
area.
The area that he really hangs out. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's concerning because you said he normally fishes just off the shore. He normally
just off the shore.
And the weather wasn't bad.
With that size boat, we don't expect that he will go very far with it. Not at all.
Wow. Marsha Lawrence says, good evening, in solidarity with the family. Ingrid, thank you, Simone, for your assistance. Oh, absolutely. I reached out immediately once my mom told me, and was able to get in touch with Brianna, who's my cousin on my mom's side. So, we are one family in Dominica, and when something happens, We have to rally the support. We have to get the message out there. So guys, please, please, please spread the word. Let people know all the descriptions. If you've missed it earlier, you can go back and watch the video and get all the descriptions, all the information about him, so we can continue to share the word, because the time is not on our side. Now, do you know if he had, we have to explore every option, Shoma. Do you know if he had any enemies that maybe wished him harm, that could have seen him? And, do you know if he had any enemies?
No, my father is a people person. He's a social person. So not that we know of at all. Not that we know of.
Right. So that's something you can rule out. Sherry Conibert, he was pushed into the sea. Well, when she say pushed into the sea, assisted, right? They assisted the boat into the water. Yeah, he was like into the water, Sherry.
A canoe, and you have to help to push out the canoe into the.
Right. And this is a boat with an engine, right? Okay, let's give her a minute to come back. Sherry, can you repeat that part? Yeah, I think we just did, Sherry. And then Anthony asked about the, I was saying, and the weather condition was not that bad. So, it begs a lot of questions. Alistair says, hold strong, Sherma. He says, Bath Estate people, we be Sherms. Mom live in my area, Paradise Valley. Auntie Hummy, another family member of ours, says, stay strong. God is in control. Sheba Defo, yep, she needs to. I think she's referring to the guys who assisted him leaving the shore. I think with those small boats, they usually get a jack start by pushing.
That's right.
You mentioned something about the engine. So he had an engine and then he replaced the engine?
No, actually, he bought a used engine to put on the boat, because usually he would go out on the boat just with some oars. But he bought that small engine to put on the boat, and he wanted to test it.
And was that the first time he was using the engine instead of oars?
Actually, yes, it was the first time. It was the first time he was using the engine. Yeah.
Wow. So that begs a lot of questions, if the engine became
in condition. Yeah.
He had the oars. Did he have the oars?
Yes, he did have oars,
Wow.
Yeah, he had oars as well,
Right.
But I just want to say I appreciate all the messages of support.
Yeah.
We ask the family, ask that people continue to pray for him, pray for his safe return. We really hoping and praying that he comes back. He comes back safely to us. It's really a tough time now. Really a tough time for us.
I can only imagine. Gregory Georges say, I pray for the safe return of Huron. I know him quite well. Sandra Green, Kayla is the person related to you. I'm not sure. Are you related to someone named Kayla?
Kayla. Yes. Kayla. Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, part of our extended family.
Well, in Dominica, we're all related. That's what I always say. We're all related some way, somehow. Yes, absolutely. Dini Albert, I'm praying for the safe return of Mr. Huron Vidal to the family. Be of good courage. God is in control. God is in control. And we're going to keep praying. And we had a very sleepless night last night. Just thinking, that we don't know where he is right now. Victorious is God's plan. Shuma, I wish he will return safely. Sandra Green, let's pray he is found alive and well. Verna, oh my God, Shum, sorry to hear that. Stay hopeful. Kaylee Clark, hi Auntie. It's Burke and Greg Dad. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Almera Henry, my prayers are with you and your family. Time is of the essence. Yes, that's the most important thing. Time. So, are there any plans for any more boats to go back out? Any more helicopters to go back out? Because I think the search cannot just be one day. It has to continue.
Yes, actually, we spoke to the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard said that they usually spend at least a week, going back and forth. As we speak, we just saw the plane hovering over the sea. trying to locate the boat.
Right.
Yeah.
And is there any land search going on? Anybody looking along the coast?
Yes. We have some guys that just went out looking along the coast. Actually, they went in all the little caves because sometimes we have caves along the shore.
Mm-hmm.
They went looking on those caves to see if they have they see any evidence of him.
Right. And there might also need to be like an underwater search in case the boat sunk under the water, which is what we're hoping did not happen.
Well, what I understand is for them to be able to do underwater search, they have to find some evidence of like say, of the boat, anything, like a shipwreck, anything that would have come out from the boat, for them to be able to do any dive, because
some evidence that he's somewhere in the water. I mean, that is just an absolute mystery. Mahalia Joseph praying for a safe return. Anthony Simon, how about a vest, extra gas, tanks of container? He probably didn't have a safety vest because he's accustomed of doing this, right?
Yes, he's accustomed of doing it. I believe he had a safety vest and extra containers. No vest. Oh, sorry, he didn't have a vest. He didn't have a life vest.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I think that is a lesson for all of us, that even if we think we're just going to be underwater for a little bit, that we should probably have some protective clothing, some extra food, some extra water. But I'm very concerned about that engine that you mentioned that he installed in the boat. I think that could potentially be the problem.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Yeah, I think that is what created the problem, because he was using just oars before, and then once he installed the engine, that's where the problem came about. Yep. Wow. Yeah, so we have to continue praying. Marshall Lawrence says, have they asked for help from Central and South America, or even Aruba, Borneo, Curacao, Trinidad, because the boat could have drifted off?
Well, the thing is, the Coast Guard, when we spoke to the Coast Guard this afternoon, they said that they reached out to the French Coast Guard, and he said that just by the use of the plane, it can cover a large area. So I guess maybe after, God forbid, if they have extended all their search, they maybe have to go further and look for further assistance from those other Caribbean countries as well.
Right, because he could have drifted far and wide by now. It's over a day now. Yeah. Juanita Prince, praying for you all. Kadita Smith, I pray all is well. Tessa Cuffey, oh hi, Dr. Cuffey, how are you? Praying for you as well. So any final words, Sherma, just to remind people what he looks like, what the boat looks like, the phone numbers, and just some general information that you can share to just, encourage people to keep looking. Anybody who's going out on the ocean, he could have drifted off and drift back in. He could be unconscious in the boat. We have to just stay vigilant. The people along the coast, all the places Sherma mentioned, from Biosh, Collio, Dubla, Portsmouth, Scott's Head, all the way down the coast. We need to be vigilant. He could have... Yes, you have a picture.
I'm showing a picture of him in the boat, the same boat that he went out.
Right. That's a good idea.
So this is what he looks like. As I said, he's about 5'7", 5'8". He's 73 years old. The boat, as I said, is kind of orangish on the outside and yellow on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
The boat is about 8 by 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's about 8 by 3.
There's a glare on the screen. Do you have just a stable picture of him, just a regular picture without the phone? A picture that's not in a frame? Anybody has another picture you can share real quick?
I can get it. Yeah.
Yes,
just a minute.
Please do. And while they're getting the pictures, guys, let me remind you of those phone numbers again. Sherma, while you get the pictures, I'll remind everybody of the phone numbers.
Can you see this? There's a glare. Can you see this?
Yes. Bring it closer. Yes, there you go. To your left. Yes. So guys, a picture of Mr. Huron Vidal, a general description of him. Please, 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 we need your help to bring him home. Time is of the essence, and we need everyone to be a part of this so we can bring Mr. Vidal home. And we know that he's somebody who's very passionate about Dominica. We know that.
Oh yes,
so
definitely.
just tell us about him. I'm sure you guys, love him a lot. Just tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, he's passionate about Dominica. He's a very vocal person, actually.
Yes.
He's a person who calls Q95 on a regular basis.
I hear him all the time.
He's not afraid to voice his opinion on political issues. Excuse me. He's not afraid to voice his opinion on political issues. He loves his country. He worked most of his life in Bermuda. But then he returned. When he retired, he returned to Dominica. He loves fishing. He loves fishing. I mean, he's a family man. What else can I say? He's a people person. Right. He loves to socialize and so on.
Yes, so, yes, we know him well. And if anybody else in the family, I'm hearing a lot of voices on the side. Anybody else wants to share anything?
Anybody else wants to share anything? Somebody want to say anything? No. Everybody kind of depressed. So.
Okay, good. So you're the spokesperson. So again, those phone numbers, everyone, 767. All the numbers are 767. So it's 615-1008, 277-9066, 225-599, 5599.
Yes, 59.
Yes, 5559.
59. 5599.
Yes, that's what I thought. 5599. 277-5177, and they're all posted on
275-5177.
Yes, 5177, and they're all posted on the Facebook Live, so you can simply share the Facebook Live. And
any one of us.
Yes, you can reach any one of his children as we continue the search for Mr. Huron Vidal out of Biosh, and we need everybody's help. The time is of the essence. Time is not on our side. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. will already be 2 days. So we have to be very, very proactive. Let's see, Tessa, good sense of humor. That's my Huron Vidal. He has a good sense of humor. Yes, Ingrid Paul, we pray that he may be found as soon as possible. Be strong, Sharon and Sherma. May you be comforted through God's grace. And Anthony Simon, your family is in our prayers. Keep the faith. Viewing from Atlanta. So everyone, share. Let everybody know, especially along the coast, that we are looking for Mr. Huron Vidal. You have his description. You have a description of the boat. And you have all the information that you need. We need your assistance so that Mr. Vidal can come home. So Shoma, final words as we wind down.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the kind words and a message of support that you got from your followers. As you said, that any information that you have, fishermen, anybody with a yacht, boat, anybody, even on land, as you say, anybody that have any information, they can call any one of us. Would really appreciate that. And thanks again for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you. And God's strength with you guys. We are praying for you, and we will continue to spread the word, and I will do my best to continue getting the word out there.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, and have a good night.
Yes, you too.
Right,
okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.